Hello guys and welcome to Laravel 7 tutorials. So guys, in this video we are going to discuss about what's new in Laravel 7, and our topic for today is basically Laravel components. So let's see what this Laravel components is. If you are following my Laravel 7 tutorials, or if you have ever made master layout using Blade templating engine in Laravel 4, 5, 6, this is going to be really simple for you. I will just show you with an example. I will move to Sublime, Gallery, Resources, Views, and here I have a layout folder, and in this layout folder I have a master blade right here. And in this master layout, basically I'm creating some section. You can see yield title, yield style section, content section, and you can see script section, and I'm calling this master blade on each of the specific page of my website. For an example, a home blade right here, you can see we are extending the layout master, basically this file. Okay, and in this for the home page, basically I want the section, basically the home page title, to be home, and we are not implementing any sort of new style for this specific page, and we are having some separate data for home page, basically the content of the page right here you can see, and we are not having any sort of styles or scripts for this specific page. Okay, so Laravel components works exactly like this. What Laravel component is going to do, it is going to create some sections for us if you want to. Okay, now for an example, let's say you have a website. On every website we have HTML markup. For an example, a header, sidebar, footer, and main content of the page. So if you want to separate your basically components like header, sidebar, footer, or main content, you can do it with the components. Okay, so why do we use components? Basically to make our code reusable and to remove repetition. Basically you can see we are having a single layout right here, so that we don't basically call this links or this navigation right here on each of the page. So we are uh, basically in this case we are removing the repetition right here in the master layout. Okay, so the next step is how to create a component right here. Okay, let's see. I will move to git bash, and I have already accessed my project directory and folder right here. What I will do is php artisan to check the command. To show you, basically I will move to make, and you can see we have our make component command right here. Okay, php artisan make component, and here the name of the component would be footer. And you, if you have two words for your component, what you are going to do is you are going to write it like this: footer new in camel case. Okay, and for this example I'm just going to create a single component for a footer section, so that you can understand it better and video gets shorter. Okay, so I will just hit enter. php artisan make component footer. Okay, let's move to Sublime app. You can see we are having a new folder with the name view, and inside view folder we are having a new folder of components, and right here footer.php. Let's examine this footer.php. So it extends components. Okay, and it has a public function construct. Basically construct function gets called automatically. We don't need to call it on our own. Okay, and here we have another function, public function render, and it is returning a view components footer. Let's check this view. I will move to resources, views. You can see we are having a new folder components, and inside footer.blade.php. Now you are going to have a separate commented out data right here, because it is going to be generated randomly. Okay, now to see this component example, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new layout, basically a simple layout with you. I will just create a new file. Let's name it layout.blade.php. That's it. Okay, now I will put HTML markup right here. Let's say Laravel component is the title, and now I need to call some HTML CSS for some padding and margin, etc. I'll just place it right here: bootstrap CDN HTML, sorry, styles, and bootstrap JavaScript right here in the body section. Okay, now let's create a div class container. Let's close this div and let's print out hello. Okay, now let's call this layout. I will move to web.php. Let's create a route get. When we hit layout, I want to call this closure function, and let's return a view right here. Return view, and inside view layout right here. Simple. Okay, let's run our project. What I'm going to do, let's php artisan sir. Okay, the project is up and running. Let's refresh. Okay, so it is up and running. Yes, it is. Let's move to layout. Okay, so you can see it's working right here. You can see the title Laravel component, and here we have hello. Now let's see how are we going to call our component, basically that we just created right here with the name footer. Okay, so how are we going to call this footer? There are two ways. Let me just show you right here. Let's say I will just remove this for the container, or you can have it. Let's keep it right here. Okay, now we are going to create this footer component with a markup with x hyphen and the name of the component right here in the lowercase footer. Now we can basically self close it right here. It is going to work. I will just remove a comment from right here so that we can see some data. Let's hit refresh, and you can see we are having our data right here. Now the other way is we can also close it separately. I will just show you right here. Okay, let's refresh, and you can see it is working just fine. Okay, so the second step is how to pass data to the component. Okay, let's check it out. Let's say we want to apply, basically we want to have a title for this component. What we are going to do, we are going to write title, and I want the title to be footer title, let's say. Okay, now basically this view is getting called from the footer.php, basically the subcontroller, you can say. So what I'm going to do, move right here, and I'm going to create a public variable so I can get the title variable right here, public $title. Okay, that's it. Now I will pass this title to my constructor, basically not this title, the title from right here. Okay, I'm going to pass it right here in the construct function $title. Basically now I'm saying that this construct function accepts a title as well. Now let's assign this title to title right here, basically the class variable $this. This is how we are going to do in object oriented programming, and without a $sign I'm assigning, basically right here I'm saying I want this class title right here to be equal to the title right here coming from here. Okay, and it should work right now. Okay, so now let's print our title right here on our footer page. Let's remove it, and let's say we have h1, and now let's have our title right here, $title. Refresh, and you can see we are having a title right here. So what is going on right here? Basically we are passing the title right here with some string. Okay, now when we are in this basically footer component class, what we are doing, we are getting that title variable, and we are assigning that specific title variable value to a title right here in the class variable. And when this page is getting returned from this render function, we are having a title from right here as well, get parsed automatically. I just told you, basically this constructor we don't need to basically call this, it is going to get called automatically. Okay, now let's take another example. Let's say I want to have another title, basically I want to have another attribute. Let's say new data is equals to some new data. That's it. Okay, now what we are going to do, basically I'm showing this so that you can understand it better. Now what we are going to do, we are going to create another variable, public $new data. That's it. Now this construct function accepts up to 2 parameter $new data coming from here. Okay, now let's assign this to our class variable. $this new without a dollar sign, new data is equals to $new data. That's it. Okay, now let's move to our layout. Right here, footer blade, basically the view, and let's say h5, and in this h5 we are going to get our $new data. Simple and nice. Okay guys, I hope you are understanding this all. Now you can see we are having another, basically some random data from right here in the second variable. Okay, now let's say you basically you want to manipulate your data, or you want to get some specific record using the controller. So how are you going to pass that specific data to your this blade, basically the footer component or the footer blade? So the way to basically pass the variable is, I'm just going to show you. Let's separate it with a comma. Now I'm basically passing the value right here. Let's suppose I got all the posts from right here, post all, and now I'm passing all post data to this variable, basically to this view. How are we going to do that? It is really simple. Let me show you. Let's have a key new data, and the value would be we are getting the data from right here. Okay guys, nice and simple. Okay, now what I'm going to do, the way to receive this data is, we are not going to pass anything right here, and we are going to define a variable that we just defined right here. Let me just show you. New data, copy this, copy this, and let's put it right here with the dollar sign. Okay, and put a colon right here, and remember not to separate this. Okay guys, basically don't have a space right here. I will just show you with an example. And now you can see we are getting data from right here, basically from the, let's say we got some data and we are passing right here. Okay, now the way to call is basically to get this data is colon variable name and the variable name that we just passed right here. Okay, and if you separate, basically if you are having a space right here, let's see what we got. Let's refresh, and you can see we are getting this as a string right here. So this is really necessary to basically have colon with our variable right here, basically the attribute name, you can say. Refresh, and you can see right here. Okay, now let's say I am in my footer.php and I want all the posts, or I want to pass some specific data that is related to this footer and it is saved in database. You are going to get that specific data in your footer, basically footer class right here, and you are going to pass it from right here. Let's say, just to show you an example, I'm going to create a new function, public function, let's say array items. Basically I'm going to create an array right here, and let's create an array, return, let's say first, let's say second, let's say third, let's say fourth. This is just for an example. I'm going to show you some magic step right here. Okay guys, just stick with me. Now we need to pass this array items so that we can basically for each, or we can basically use or print them on our footer page or view, you can say. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, basically let's pass an array, and the key of that array would be, let's say array items, let's say. Okay, and this is equals to $this, basically this class function array items right here. Okay, this is equals to this right here. Okay, now let's for each these item on our view, let's see we are having them right here in our footer blade or not. I will just move right here, and let's say let's create a UL, and let's say @ for each $array items as $item @ for each. Okay, yeah, right here let's have an li. Okay, now let's get our item, $item. That's it. Let's refresh and see if we are having our data right here, and you can see we are having our data right here. Now I'm just going to show you the magic. Basically, we don't need to pass this array function or array item function or any specific method right here. Basically, what I meant is, basically, I will just show you with an example. We don't need to pass this specific function as an array or etc. Because whenever this view is getting returned from this footer.php, every function inside this class is returned as a variable. For an example, we are going to get this array items as a variable on our plate. Basically, we have access to this public function array items on our footer plate right here. I will just show you, and we have already implemented basically our array items, and we are looping our items. I will just show you, and you can see we are still having our data. Why? Because whenever we are returning or we are calling our footer components view right here, each and every function get returns as an variable right here. Okay, and you can access it directly right here. You don't need to pass it from right here. Okay, now I will show you another example. Let's say I want to get all the posts. Basically, in this case, I'm using an old project, and it contains some basically, you can say, post related data. Let me just show you localhost and /php_myadmin right here. Okay, now basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to call the class, basically import it app post right here, just to show you that we can pass any sort of data from the database as well. And what I'm going to do right here is public function right here, and let's say post all. Okay, nice and simple. And let's get post, okay, is equals to post find all. Let's find all the posts right here. You can see. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is, basically we are getting these posts right here when we are returning our view, so we don't need to pass it again. What I have to do is simply let's separate it with an HR, and let's for each, and this time I'm going to use, let's say, basically in this case we are returning $post. So what I'm going to do, basically we need to return it, return $posts right. Okay, now let's rename it post as p, and I want the post name, basically I want to print the post name p post underscore name. Let's see if it is working or not. Refresh. Okay, so we have any sort of error. I will just check it out. Let's move to gallery, undefined variable post to view. I will just check it out. Okay, I want to show you that we are having each post right here from the database right here. Okay, now undefined variable post, I will debug this error and I will come back to save some video time. Okay, guys, so I have got the issue right here. It says you can get it as post all. So what I'm going to do is, let's say, basically with the method name, okay, all. Let's see, refresh, and we are having post title right here from the database. You can see. Okay, you can compare it. This was just to show you that we can get any sort of data from the database as well and pass it to our plate view. Okay, now other thing is how to apply class to this footer section. Let me just show you. I will just say class, and let's give bootstrap bg minus danger class. Okay, let's see if it is working or not. Refresh, and you can see it is not working. Why? Because whenever you want to apply a class to your component, what you have to do is, basically you will have to move to footer.plate.php right here in the div, and you will have to pass the attribute right here, $attributes. Basically it is going to say that this div is called or returned with some attributes. Okay, and you can see we are having our background danger right here. Okay, so it is working now, you can see. And if I just remove this, and it is not going to work, just show you, refresh, and you can see it is not working right now. Just replace and right here. Okay, now the other thing is, let's say you want to apply class right here to this footer.blade.php. Let's see this class, and let's say text minus white. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Let's see if it is working or not. So you can see text white class is not working right here. Okay, so what we have to do, whenever we are going to use a class right here in the footer.blade div, what we have to do is we have to simply merge it. Basically attributes, we are going to merge this class as key and value in this attributes array. Okay, merge, and let's say class, basically the key is class and the value is basically text minus white. Okay, I will just remove it from right here, and let's see if it is working or not. Okay, let's refresh, and you can see it is working just fine right now. Okay, so whenever you are going to pass a specific class to your component, what you have to do, like right here, if you want to apply a class, certain class right here to this component, what we have to do is basically you have to call this attributes. And if you are having a specific class for this div right here in the footer.blade, what you have to do, you have to merge it with the attributes array, like key and the value. Basically the value will contain the class name that you want. Okay, now I just want to show you another thing, that let's say if you want to create a specific div inside this element, like if you want to have your custom div, in any case, basically Laravel has the option for it. Basically in this case, let's say, I will just create a div class. This is my custom div, and let's say bg minus dark, let's say, and let's say this is the custom div. This is the custom div. Okay, let's see if we are having it right now or not. Okay, so you can see we are not having any sort of div basically right here that we just created. So to call this div, what we have to do, we are having a global variable of slot when we implement this basically components. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to echo the slot variable. That's it. Refresh, and you can see now we are having a div right here. So these are all the options for the component. Now what you can have is basically you can have multiple divs, like custom divs that you want. Let's say 1, let's say 2 for this one. That's it. Let's refresh, and you can see we are having our custom divs right here. So this is how it is going to work. And if I just remove this slot, it is not going to work. Let me just show you. Refresh, and let's replicate it. Okay, so these are all the options for your component section, how to pass the data basically, and how to manipulate the data, and how to custom markup, basically how to create a custom markup in components, like creating a custom div, how to apply the classes, how to pass the data, how to pass the variables, etc. So this was all from the Laravel components, and I hope you guys like the video, you like the concept of the video, that how you are going to create a component and how component works. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share. Take care. Thank you.